Hello guys, I welcome you all to the channel called CBSE Updates. This year CBSE has decided to have a special scheme for assessment of class 10th and 12th. So in this video we will discuss about that what is that CBSE's new scheme of assessment. Okay. As you can see on your screen over here, it is mentioned that an exclusive session on the latest assessment pattern with a special focus on case study questions. Okay. CBSE Bharat Sahodaya Complex. So we are going to discuss about the special assessment for the class 10th and 12th in this video. As the title suggests, special scheme of assessment for classes 10 and 12, session 2021 and 22. Now guys, the first thing you need to understand that this year 21 and 22, I mean to say academic session, your term will be divided into the two parts, that is term 1 and term 2. Now what your term 1 includes, as you can see on the screen here, if I zoom a little bit for you. So your term 1, when we look at the syllabus coverage here, right? So that will be the 50% of the rationalized syllabus will be covered in your term 1. Time of examination, in which month this term 1 examination will be take place for class 10th and 12th, that will be in the month of November and December. The duration of the exam will be around 90 minutes. Pattern of the question paper, what it include: MCQ, case based, situation based, assertive, reasoning type, MCQ questions. Preparation of question papers are and marking scheme is as per the CBSE norms. Exam centers, the school with the external superintendent and observers. Okay, so it means that your exam center will be a school only, but there can be an external superintendent. Okay, that can be appointed by the CBSE. Okay guys, now we have term 2. Here we are talking about a term 2, that what is going to happen in the term 2. The syllabus coverage, in that also the 50% of the remaining syllabus that will be covered in term 2. The time of the examination for the term 2 will be March or April month. Okay, duration of this exam will be 2 hours. Okay, means 2 hours means almost your 120 minutes. The pattern of question papers is the case based, situation based, open ended, short answers, long answers and questions. Preparation of the question papers and marking scheme, that is as per CBSE. Exam center will be fixed by board. Okay, exam center will be fixed by board only for the term 2. Okay, in term 2 your exam center will not be your school. See, this is the difference. In the term 1 it was your school, but term 2 it is not necessary. Alternative measures, if the situation is not favorable, 90 minutes MCQ will be conducted. That is only in the case of when the situation is unfavorable. Unfavorable means any due to the COVID reason or any another reason. Alright. So guys, here you can see one case study based question also is given here. This is taken from a topic of the nutrition in the human beings and hormones in it. Okay. So it is an example is given of the case based stories, that a retired 69 years old man diagnosed and this blah blah stuff. I am not going in the depth of it, but you can just see an example of the case based study. Yes guys, now further it says the assessment will be based on the situation also. It will depend on the circumstances, that what kind of circumstances the country or the world is going through. Like, so they have made a criteria here. Okay, one side they have given the situation, if this situation will be remain, which is on your left hand side, and on your right hand side the measures, so they will take these steps. Like for example, if you take the first situation over here, so it says that is a pandemic. It talks about pandemic of COVID-19. The pandemic comes down and the normal schooling and conduct of the exams at the center is possible. Okay, so and measures will be the term 1 and 2 exams will be conducted at the centers, and theory marks will be distributed equally between exam. Okay. Second situation, it says that complete closure during November December. If supposingly if the complete close will be remain, okay, due to the COVID in November December, but able to conduct the term 2 exams at the center. So term 1 will be conducted online or offline, any mode, from home. Okay, weightage of this exam will be reduced. Weightage of the term 2 will be increased. So in case if any such problem arises in the term 1, so weightage of this will be reduced and then more preference will be given to term 2. Now third situation, it says complete closure during March or April. Supposingly in the March and April month, if there is COVID and everything remain closed, okay, but the term 1 exams are held, okay, but supposingly the term 1 exam is already held in the November December month. So in that case, result declaration will be based on the term 1 MCQ and internal assessment. Weightage of term 1 will be increased to provide year end result. Okay, so now more weightage, in simple language if I talk to you, so more weightage will be given to that exam when there is no pandemic. If in any exam there is a pandemic like situation, so that exam will be given less preference or less weightage. Now the fourth situation is all about a complete closure during the November, December and March, April. Means supposingly at the time of both the exams, if there is a COVID situation. Okay. So in that case, what will happen? The exam will be done from the home. Exam will be done from home. Result will be declared based on internal assessment and theory marks of the term exams taken from the home, subject to modernization to ensure the validity and reliability. Okay, next slide says that internal assessment. There is the internal assessment of class 9th and 10th. How the internal assessment which your school takes. Okay, so internal assessment will be carried out as per the existing scheme across the year, except that their assessment will be done twice and both will contribute equally in overall assessments. Okay, now we'll talk about the internal assessment of class 10th. That will be the total 20 marks it will be. Okay, so as I said that the marks will be 20 marks for the internal assessment which your school will give you. Okay, then that the term 1 that will be the school will provide you around 10 marks for internal assessment, and term 2 that will be 10 marks. So total it will become 20 marks. Now it says the periodic test. So there will be 3 periodic tests in each subject. Okay, 1 periodic test in term 1 and second, and 2 periodic tests in term 2, or vice versa, and opposite also is possible, right? Means in the term 1 also they can take 2 periodic tests and 1 periodic test remaining will be taken. Means overall total 3 periodic tests will be there. Okay, and marks has to be scaled down to 3. Now second point, it says that the multiple assessments, okay, the type of frequency can be determined by the subject teacher. Oral tests can be conducted for it, concept map, quiz questions, project, okay, etc. This kind of things can be given for your internal assessment. And the portfolio that will contain 2 marks. Periodic text will overall get you 3 marks. Your multiple assessment will get 2 marks, and your portfolio will get 2 marks. Now, what this portfolio is, that we will discuss. I will discuss with you later. So, for your portfolio, that will have 2 marks. A collection of learning achievements. Okay, that is your organization, completion, growth, completeness of your work, notebooks, etc. And subject enrichment activity (SEA), that will be of the 3 marks, and that include your ASL, your practical work, your project work, your focus on your competency and application. Now, as I told you that what the portfolio is, portfolio includes that why, what, and how. Okay, purpose why. It enables learners to monitor their own learning systematically, reflect on their performance, redirect their efforts, and set future goals for the learners. Now, what this your portfolio includes? The portfolio is a collection of their achievements. Whose achievement? Students' achievements, performance, records, and documents. Okay, a student has produced during the learning course, means during that term or that particular session of academic session. Okay, whatever work the student has done, that is the part of the portfolio. So, emphasizes the student's role in constructing knowledge and understanding. Tool for assessing a variety of skills. Describes the learner's efforts, progress, growth, and achievements. Further, it says what is your portfolio is actually. So this portfolio shows the efforts taken by the students to attain learning outcomes during the learning process. So whatever efforts you are putting, and your efforts include that, what it will include, your portfolio also includes your classwork, your homework also, your assignments that helps to evaluate the learner's progress. Okay, higher order questions should be included for making a habit of learning. Progress and growth can be shown by the marks obtained by the students in the various assessments, quiz, etc. Achievement, special prizes the student has got with respect to the enhancement of learning of the subjects, example a science quiz, science exhibition, etc. So that all will be make your portfolio. Now if we talk about the preparation of the portfolio, how? So extension of the notebook developed subject wise, space to display exemplary work in the related areas, promotes the techniques such as topics, themes, summarization and organization of ideas and content, sample of creative work and evidences that demonstrate process, skills or development of crucial or critical thinking or problem solving. Now next is maintaining portfolio. So subject-wide portfolio will be there. Class teacher's portfolio for general achievement of the child. Okay, this portfolio can be kept in a folder also, maintained in a register. Prepare a proper time frame for submission. Next, you're assessing portfolios. So that includes your organization, completion, evidence, and inclusion. Organization includes your neatness and visual appeal. Completion of the guided work focused on the specific curricular objectives, evidences of the students' growth, inclusion of all relevant works. Okay, and now what about a subject enrichment activities? So this will be subject wise, and what the various subjects will include. So supposingly if somebody is from the science stream, so for science, the SEA or your subject enrichment activity will include your practical work. For mathematics, the children or the students, they are supposed to go to the lab work. Social science, that will include your project work. For languages, listening and speaking skills will be there. Okay, art integrated projects work for all the subjects. Now here you can see the internal assessment of class 9 and 10. Okay, so term 1 and term 2 will be there, as you can see, and term 1 internal assessment is having, which is in the green color, that is after 10 marks, and the term 2 which is in yellow color, right? So if you look at the term 1 first here, right, so that includes your the periodic test 1, or it may be 2 also in the term, okay, as per the situation, whatever, either they conduct the 1 periodic test or the 2 periodic situation. Okay, and for that will be periodic test will be of the 3 marks there. For internal assessment you will get around 3 marks if you appeared in the test, and for multiple assessment 2 marks will be there. For your portfolio 2 marks will be there, and for your subject enrichment activity there will be 3 marks. Okay. Now if we talk about term 2 here, so the first part is almost same, right? There is no big change. Multiple assessment marks are also same, portfolio marks are also same, and subject enrichment activity also same. So there is no change in the marking scheme of both the terms. And guys, here we have the sample assessment sheet, as you can see this, right? On the left hand side corner all the subjects are given, and the horizontal row which you can see in this is mentioned I is 10 for internal assessment, okay, out of 10 marks. So in each subject how much the child is getting, and the term exam how much child got, and then the total of internal and the term exam will come in this blue column. Okay, so this way if you are an educator, if you are principal, or any another higher authority coordinator of a school, so you can make this kind of pattern for keeping the records of the marks there. Internal assessment term 2 out of 10 marks, term exam how much the child got, and total how much he got in the grand total. And here is an example of the subject assessment sheet for your term 1. Okay, the PA of the 3 marks, MA 2 marks, PF is your 2 marks, SE subject enrichment activities. Okay, that will be your 3 marks. Okay, PF stands for your portfolio. Okay, if we talk about the internal assessment of class 11 and 12, so you can see internal assessment is also divided on the term wise, term 1 and term 2. Okay, for languages what will be there? There will be ASL. It can be online also, or it can be offline according to the situation. Okay, and that will be of the 10 marks conducted by the internal examiner, means your teachers or whoever the authorities are there in the school, they can conduct. And term 2 it says that it will be the project and viva based on the project conducted by the internal and external examiner. Okay, the project will be of your 5 marks, viva of the 5 marks, and total 10 marks will be there. For mathematics, if we see, I can see maths. So periodic test in term 1 there will be of the 5 marks. Then maths activity, that activity your file record plus your term and assessment of the 1 activity, and viva, that is of 5 marks, the total 10 marks. Now periodic test is of the 5 marks, maths activity, activity file record plus term and assessment of 1 activity, and viva of the 5 marks. And here is applied maths, it is given the project work of the 5 marks, term and presentation or viva, anyone, okay, that can be of the 5 marks, so total it will become 10 marks. And term 2 it will be practical and record, that is of 5 marks, and practical and viva will be of 5 marks, total 10 marks. Now here we have assessment of speaking and listening for the language point of view for class 9th, 11th and 12th. So parameters for the assessment will be like this. The listening and speaking skills are to be assessed on the following parameters. The one is the interactive competency, okay, intuition and turn taking relevances to the topic. Fluency will be checked, pronunciation will be checked, okay, your vocabulary, grammar should be checked in that. So if you look at the physics part over here, So the record to be submitted by the students at the term 1 at the time of the first term examination has to be included. 4 experiment and 3 activities one is supposed to do that. The marks distribution, okay, 2 experiments 8 marks, practical record will be of the 2 marks, viva on experiments and activities that will be of the 5 marks, and total that will be 15 marks for that. And in the term 2 for physics, the record to be submitted by the students at the time of the first term examination has to include, okay, 4 experiments plus 3 activities. Mark distribution, it will be of 2 experiments 8 marks, and practical record 2 marks, viva and experiments and activities will be of 5 marks, so total this will be of your 15 marks. If we look at the chemistry subject, so term 1 will be your internal assessment will be like, it include your practical marks, okay, your volumetric analysis 4, salt analysis 4, content based experiment 2, and class record and viva that will be of 5 marks, so total it will become 15. And the term 2 volumetric analysis will be of 4 marks, salt analysis 4 marks, content based experiment will be of 2 marks, and project work and viva will be of 5 marks, total it will be 15 marks. For biology subject, guys, in term 1 we have the one major experiment, and that will include your 4 marks, and minor experiment will their second one, that will be including your 3 marks, and sporting includes your 3 marks, practical record plus investigator project and record plus viva will be of your 5 marks. And in term 2, the one major experiment will be of 4 marks, and one minor will be of the 3 marks, and sporting will be of the 3 marks. So this is quite same in the term 1 as well as in the term 2. Okay, here we have of the computer science. So term 1, that is your Python program, that is of 6 marks, report files will be of your 4 marks, viva is 2 marks, and the project plus viva is equal to 3 marks, total 15 marks. Okay. And if we see in the term 2, so Python program is of the 6 marks as it was in the term 1, but there is a change in the marks of the report file. Previously it was 4 marks, but now it's 3 marks here. Okay, viva marks also changed from 2 it become now 1, and project will be of the 5 marks, and total overall it will remain only of 15 marks. Next we have the subject with the project work of the 20 marks. Okay, that is like economic, business studies, accountancy and history, and there would be only one project for the session. The project work would be divided into the 2 parts, that is the term 1 and term 2. Okay, both will carry 10 marks each for the purpose of the assessment. Okay, if you talk about the economics projects here, so term wise assessment of project work has broadly the following phases: synopsis, initiation, data collection, data analysis, and interpretation and conclusion. And the second point, it says the aspect of the project work to be covered by students can be assessed during the 2 terms. Now 20 marks assigned for project work can be divided in the 2 terms in the following manner. So here is the manner in which the marks will be divided. In month, your periodic months are given here, and periodic work is given, assessment and rubrics are given, and marks are given last. Okay, so 6 means December to January month, the content, data analysis and interpretation, conclusion, limitations, suggestions, bibliography, annexaries and overall presentation of the project. And assessment is the content analysis and its relevance in the current scenario, conclusion, limitations, bibliography, annexes and overall presentation. January, February month, if you see the final assessment and viva by both the internal and external examiner, external/internal viva based on the project. So total it will go to your 10 marks. If we talk about the evidence of the internal assessment, so a student's profile to collect the assessment throughout a year. Okay, evidence of internal assessment have to be kept in digital format. Okay, and marks of internal assessment must be uploaded in CBSE portal. CBSE will release the guidelines and resource material in that regard. So guys, now finally you can see this image. This is of your resource person of your CBSE. His name is Dr. M. Dinesh Babu. He is a CBSE Master Trainer, Principal, CSM Central School, Thrissur. Okay, and this was an exclusive session which was on the last assessment pattern with a special focus on the case-based question it was conducted. Okay, and their moderator was Ms. Abha Singh, Coordinator, Middle School, Akshara International School, Pune. Okay, so thank you very much guys for watching the channel, and hopefully see you soon in the next video. Till then, bye bye and have a nice day.